Hello, welcome to American Fight Stories with Dabar, and we are challenging all Americans to be better Americans and showcasing excellent American fighters. And today, we're honored to have one of my, I almost said old, cherished friends. You're one of the first people one of the first persons that I met in DeSoto County, and we're fast friends. And you were friendly. You're a good friend to a lot of different people. She's excellent people skills, right? And even when I was thinking about doing this show, I was thinking about fighters and who's a good fighter, and I thought of Sonya. Her name's Sonya Jackson, by the way. Here's Sonya Jackson. She's an excellent fighter, fighter for all kinds of different things. She fights for her kids. She fights better for other people than she does for herself. But I definitely wanted Sonya on here because she's a fighter. And then in the midst, so this may be a little difficult program for both of us, but we're going to get through it because I feel like not only do we need this, she needs this, and other people would benefit from this, a lot of this story today. So, but pretty quickly, Sonya was diagnosed with cancer, and I'll let her tell more of that story, or I may pick up the parts that I know. But I wanted definitely to get her input and her thoughts and just how she's going to fight this, because there's a lot of people patiently waiting to see how she fights this fight, right?
Yeah.
It's been a lot of fights. So we definitely appreciate you being here today, Sonya, and look at her. She's in a ball cap. She's beautiful. She laughs beautifully. I have a large scar
and silver hair, and I can't die.
She's like the epitome of the Southern woman. She can, dress up, dress down. She's still beautiful. She's still shining. She's still got sparkle in her eyes and neon in her veins, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell me, what do you want to talk about today, Sonya? Because I know.
I want to talk about the battle because it is something that means a lot to me, my family, and a lot of other people. And I have a lot of friends that it's like they've given up and they call me crying, wanting to know what they can do and everything. And I want to let them know how I feel.
Okay. Could you tell us when you first found out or how that came about?
Originally, back in November, my hands started tingling.
Okay.
It was my fingers.
Okay.
But I was working in a restaurant in Louisiana, cutting vegetables all day, every day, prepping for the kitchen. And y'all know Cajun cooking. There's a lot of vegetables. The life of the party.
There's Sonya.
There's lots of vegetables that go into Cajun cooking. And I'd tell my son about it. And he'd say, mine's tingling too, Mom. You probably got carpal tunnel. Well, we left to go out of town for Thanksgiving, and they ended up seasonally closing the restaurant I was working at. And we went back, so I was no longer cooking, but it was still tingling, and it didn't go away. Okay. We came back to DeSoto County to visit for the holidays and deer season. Deer season. And
deer meat season, deer chili season, deer
processed deer.
Dear me, it's deer season.
It's happy season. It's happy season.
She can also hunt and skin a deer and run a trot line, and a country girl can't survive, right?
Yeah.
Alligator. Have you wrestled any alligators?
I had a pet gator for many years.
She had a pet gator. And
I dive in and swim with gators.
And she can handle a snake.
I enjoy it.
Yeah, she enjoys it. Look at her. Go ahead. Okay, so back to the story.
All right, so eventually we ended up moving back to DeSoto County and leaving Louisiana. And my son, he's battled addiction since he was 16 off and on, and was doing great, really, but had bad teeth aches. was cutting his molars. They were cutting into his bone, and he slid. So my daughter took a lot, but my family would come together to fight addiction.
I'm going to stop you right there because this is something that we're introducing this episode.
Okay.
Okay. I had this idea from the beginning, but after I did the first episode, I was like, yep, we're doing this. We got to do this.
Yeah.
It's, this is about American values, American fight stories, and things that make America great to encourage and inspire Americans. So when we hear something good, like Miss Katie was the first guest, and she talked about work, and I wanted to just jump up and say hallelujah, or ring this bell. Pay attention. This is important. So you just said something that is family fighting together, family fighting addiction, rallying together. So Sonya has a great family, and they rally together, sisters, mainly sisters, So I heard something about family rallying together, family. So ring the bell. Okay, so if you hear the bell ringing, you might have dozed off, you might have went to sleep, you might have, I don't know what you were doing, but if you hear the bell ringing, you need to pay attention because that's family. So there's some sort of pay attention, to that American values. Go ahead, Sonya.
Well, as it turns out, God had the perfect path laid out for us. All of this has been from the beginning in his plan. He paved my way to come back home because he knew I had cancer. I didn't, but God did. He knew Jeffrey had addiction problems and that I couldn't battle this cancer while not knowing where my son's at or what he's doing. So God brought us back home, and he allowed my son to slip those couple times, just enough to get him put into John 3:16.
All right.
Where
that's a lot of bell ringing. There's a lot of bell ringing here. There's lots of bell ringing.
He could have chose to go to a 45-day facility, state hospital, but he chose the 1-year mission trip to John 3:16. And he's doing fantastic. He is growing spiritually, and he's growing as a man. I got a tear-stained letter to prove it. But when we dropped him off, he made me promise that I'd go to the doctor and get my hand seen to find out, because he was paying most of the bills at the time.
Right.
He said, Mom, go see what's wrong with your hand. You got to get to work. You got to find out what's wrong. You got to take care of you.
That's right.
I've got me. You got to take care of you. So turns out 5 days later, I still haven't been to the doctor or anything. Didn't want to bother with people, asking them to, take me and sit with me or nothing. And I had a feeling it was bad. I knew in my gut.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to be alone. So I just kept putting it off. But at my granddaughter's birthday party, when my sister gave me a card and a pen to sign it, she said, here, just fill out your own card, because I was going to give her money. I was going to give her cash. I told her, I said, I can't write. She said, what do you mean you can't write? I said, I cannot hold a pen. I cannot write. I can't pick stuff up. I can't light a lighter. There's a lot of things I can't do. And my daughter overheard, and she said, we're leaving right now. We're going to the hospital.
Good.
And so we went to Methodist Olive Branch, where they were very courteous, got us in a timely manner. It was like we wasn't there no time, and I was back there sitting on the bed. And the doctor came in, and he asked me a few questions about my hands, and he asked me to pull on them, and he told me I still had my strength. I just didn't have my coordination. And it was no longer tingling. I wasn't feeling pain, so therefore it wasn't carpal tunnel. I pretty much feared that. But I was thinking it was a pinched nerve. I was bouncing off different ideas. And last time when I had a pinched nerve, they took me back for x-rays. This time he said, we're taking you to a CAT scan. So I kind of started worrying a little bit then. And then after the CAT scan came back, we waited. And I've been to that hospital a few times. I had x-rays at Never there very long. I was there at 3-hour mark, and I was like, something's going on. Finally, when they came back in, he said, I'm sorry, but we're going to have to admit you. He said, you have a brain tumor.
Wow.
So I was blown away. Me and my grandson.
Were you shocked?
Very, very. Yeah. That was the last thing.
What does that mean to you?
It was like
when somebody says brain tumor. What were you thinking?
Every friend that I've ever had that had a brain tumor died.
Okay.
Ricky Wynn, one of my really good friend Brandy's her mom. Every one of them died, and not only did they die, but they didn't live very long at all. And so we went from there. He told me I would be there until they got me a bed at at Methodist University in Memphis on Union Avenue. And so I was stuck there waiting. I'm impatient.
I know you are. I know you are.
I asked a few times, I'm like, well, can I just check out and go up there myself? And he said, you don't get it. If you stay here, you're in the line. If you leave here, you're no longer in the line.
Right.
Well, I have a lot of family that's in the medical radiology and professors in radiology and all kinds of medical field. They even run MRIs. So my sisters started emailing them or texting them on Facebook, whatever, and they start looking at my charts and finding out about what I should do, what I can do. And starts getting on Facebook and all the social media, and my phone starts blowing up and everybody comes see me. I'm feeling loved,
Good.
Very loved.
Good. I'm going to ring the bell on that one, okay? Love.
Yeah.
What can people do when you get
blessed,
that?
And blessed that to be home with my family. And, I mean, they were spoiling me. I'm not going to lie. They were spoiling me.
Yeah.
And it felt good.
Yeah.
2 days later, I finally get transferred to Methodist University, and they immediately prepped me for surgery. They start scheduling MRIs, detailed MRIs, and just all kind of different tests. They start hooking me up to all the machines, taking my blood like vampires every day, and prepping me for surgery. Well, I'm supposed to have surgery the next morning. They come in to get me really early. I can't remember the time. I got short-term memory loss. But they came in to get me for surgery the next morning. My whole family's there. The doctors asked if I needed anything. I told them I wanted to see the preacher. And so they brought the chaplain in, and he came in and prayed, and several others came up and prayed with me. Friends I haven't seen in many years. Calling out of nowhere. And it's like all of my broken friendships were being restored at the same time.
That's wonderful.
I mean, people who were mad
all
at
of
me.
my broken friendships.
Yes, God started
were
restoring
being
them.
restored. All of my broken friendships were being restored.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
It's a blessing.
Yeah, and it's like He's creating this path for me. So a lot of people don't understand this when they say, how can you have faith about it? Look at what he's doing for me.
Right.
He's doing a lot.
Yeah.
He's restoring my family. He's my daughter, who I haven't spoke to in 12 years, not by choice, but because of her feelings. She called me and told me she loved me before I went in surgery. That right there put the biggest smile on my face. All the doctors were coming in. There was no worry on my face. I was excited to be able to get rid of it and excited of the restoration that I could feel and the love that I felt. And I just gave it all to God and gave him trust. I said, I'm going to trust in God. They take me down to the surgery room where my granddaughter's being pulled off because she's kicking and screaming, wanting to go in with us. So it was quite comical, the whole hospital experience with my grandkids. Me and Mason cutting up and all. But they get me in the surgery room, and I start cutting up with the nurses and the surgical techs, and let next thing you know, I'm waking up. Wake up in the recovery room.
After surgery.
After surgery.
You had the tumor removed.
I had a 2.5-inch tumor removed where they cut me from here to here.
Okay.
And
for those of you who are listening and not able to see it, she's talking about the top of her head down toward her left ear, like center line, top of her head to her left ear. Go ahead.
I woke up and the doctor was in there and he said, hey, so you made it through your surgery, and he was telling me everything that happened, and he said, I know you're in pain. I felt the Foley in me, and that was aggravating, and I was asking him when I could have it out, and he's like, it's going to be a while. I think it's supposed to be 12 or 24 hours. And he said, what kind of pain medicine would you like? Dilaudid or morphine? I looked at him, I said, sir, this is my 4th headache.
Yeah.
Give me Tylenol.
Yeah. Okay.
I knew my kids had fought addiction. I know a lot of people who've had surgeries get on those drugs and it causes bad things. So I want to prevent that. If I don't need it, God really has not allowed me to feel any pain.
Yeah.
He really hasn't. People look at me and like I'm crazy when I say that, and they see the stitches and know I had my head cut open, no pain. In fact, the pain in my knees kind of went away. After the surgery. I can't really even explain it.
You're trying to set a good example as a mother, not to
but I also wasn't feeling pain. Why ask for drugs when you're not feeling?
Jump into opiates, pain pills to start with.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
That's part of America's problem.
Yeah. Ding, ding, ding. But fighting, pushing back pills, pushing back medications that are addictive.
Right.
Go ahead.
The doctor was kind of surprised by it, and he smiled and he said, I like hearing that, you know.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, can you take that Foley out? Eventually he did. The next nurse came on shift was pretty upset over it, thinking she was going to have to attend to me a lot and change me. I was not going to let that happen. I was outside picking weeds out of the flower bed.
Yeah.
A few hours later.
She's working. Yeah. That's a ring. That's a ring.
Yeah.
She's working. She's finding things to do.
And telling every nurse and doctor that coming in and out at 7 o'clock, shift change, thank you for what you do.
I used to have your name in my phone as Sonya Sunshine. That's what I had your name in. Because you were always positive and trying to smile and be uplifting. And so I had you down as Sunshine. So
I just wanted to thank all the nurses, all the doctors, people that changed my garbage cans.
Perspective about being thankful, even in the midst of, what you're going through is wonderful. Yeah. So then how long did you have to wait for the biopsy results to come back?
Way too long. They were going to leave me there. I was going to stay at the general idea was for me to stay there until they got the pathology report, and then they would go over the plans with me, how to proceed forward. So the next day, they were explaining that to me. I was supposed to be in ICU for 3 days. I got out in 1.
And how long ago has it been since you were in ICU, as of today?
This was a month ago.
Yeah. So this is a new onset.
Right at this was actually a little over 3 weeks ago.
This has been a rapid story, chapter in your life. This is
very
this
fast.
Is just the last chapter, right?
Very fast.
Go ahead.
But then after I got to my room, where I spent the next, I want to say the next week. I was there for a week. It was 2 days at Methodist Olive Branch, and then first day surgery, and then I was there for 10 days total. Before they realized that I was up and moving more than anybody. I was telling my kid, hey, lay in that bed, act like me. I'm going outside. I was really taking a smoke break.
She doesn't
I'm not
follow the rules.
No.
No, she's never been a rule follower.
No, but I would tell the nurse before I left. I was very courteous. I'd say, I'm going on my walk. I got to get my exercise. And I'd go outside and I'd pick up the garbage around the front and thank everybody every time. tripped my mom out. I was thinking so many people that one of them turned out to be my nurse. Day 3 in my room, I had 5. I had a seizure and a small brain bleed. So a stroke.
Pushing it too hard.
A stroke.
Pushing too hard.
Yeah. And then they put me on different medication for it. But the nurses and doctors there were fabulous. I mean, all of them. They were all good to me. Even when I wasn't doing right. I was walking too much or sneaking out. They were still good to me.
Those are usually the ones that survive or the ones that are escape artists.
Yeah. And, I had lots of visitors and we got a little loud. But everybody was good to me. I don't see how anybody could just
What are some
complain.
of the things that people said to you that will maybe stick in your memory? The good things and the bad things. Like, I can't believe you said that to me.
Right.
Or, wow, that's the right thing to say from the perspective of just recently diagnosed with cancer.
I've had a lot of different reactions. There's a lot of them saying, hey, you got to fight this. We're going to help you fight this. Ordering me horse medicine.
Horse ivermectin?
I'm taking it. And
Okay.
fenbendazole
Well, how did
and
that
blue methylene.
What?
And then I do research but I'm researching. I mean, I was at LSU
ivermectin?
because it helps kill cancer.
Well, how do you know
parasites. Research.
Is it faith?
Research.
Is it faith or does it really work?
Knowing. And even though I've researched enough to find out that it's not going to help me with my brain cancer, it is going to clear the rest of my cells.
Okay.
And I'm trying to prepare my body for this fight.
Okay.
So I need to go on fast. I need to do keto diet or carnivore.
Now, where'd you get all this information? Not from the doctor.
From all my friends and family doing research.
I was going to say all your crazy friends.
Yeah. The crazy ones, the smart
Not
ones.
Me.
I've got crazy
Not me,
ones.
Right?
I've got smart ones. You're the nurse. You're the one telling me to beware.
I'm the lawyer saying, don't do it, Sonya. Don't do it.
But I've got others that go out on limbs. I've got crazy ones sending me stuff. But I'll take it all into account, and I'll say, this one looks kind of legit. I'm going to dig into this. I'm going to dig into this. I'm going to dig into this. So then I asked my sister, Tammy, to dig into this. Tammy's the investigator. Because I really don't want to look at it.
They're all investigators.
I don't want to get scared.
Yeah.
Yeah, but my family, I love them to death, and they'll get to the bottom. They'll find the real truth like they did for Caleb. Caleb was...
Now, don't talk about Caleb. He's the secret.
Yeah. Okay. Caleb's the secret. But my family's been through this before.
This is an upcoming guest that we don't want to talk about until he gets here.
But he's amazing.
He's VIP.
Yes, very.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
But he's also he's my mentor. I learn a lot through him. He gives me courage.
How old is he?
He's 24.
How tall is he?
He comes up to my hip.
He's big, isn't he?
Yeah.
How big is his spirit?
The best.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't ever see him frowning or pouting or crying.
He's a big time heavyweight fighter, right?
100. He's got the heart of gold.
Yes.
And he's a mentor, and
he's a hero.
He's definitely a hero. He has saved many lives and touched many lives, and he's won many medals.
Yeah, and he loves his Aunt Sonya.
Yes, he does.
He loves crazy Aunt Sonya. Even though you may be content to just sail on out into eternity.
I mean, I know it'd be a better place, but I can't because I have to fight to be here for my family.
That's right.
They're fighting for me, and I'm going to fight for them.
Okay. Well, how did you decide whether to fight or not? Because
I prayed about it.
Okay, because some people say they just want to stick their head in the sand and say it ain't
that
real.
That ain't me.
Okay,
that ain't
and then
me.
some people choose to fight. How did you choose to fight this fight?
I have no choice.
Okay, it's who you are.
I have no choice.
Right.
I've been a fighter all my life, and I don't give in quick or easy. I've always fought for others, but now when it comes time to fight for me, others are helping me fight.
Yeah.
It's like I started opening the door and there's a package there, ivermectin. I'm like, okay, I guess I'm going to take it. I mean, other people are choosing to make me fight. They're like, you're not going to lay down.
Somebody sent you some ivermectin in the mail.
I get packages almost every day.
Not from Melissa Dabar, though, right? Melissa Dabar would not send you ivermectin in the mail.
I have friends and family that love me.
What would Melissa Dabar send you?
A Bible.
Yep. She knows me well.
My mama brought me my great aunt's Bible, and that Bible's like 90-something years old.
Yeah. That's wonderful.
Has pictures and all in it.
So what else about the fight, Sonya? What about the fight? What are you thinking?
I'm about to start.
What are you fighting right now?
Nothing. I mean, everything's falling into place. I was able to get, God's really just laid this path out for me. If I start to worry, by the next day, it's okay to worry. I'll go all day cry.
I'll
cry for the day they told me that when I went to the oncologist, and he told me that not only is my type of brain cancer the most aggressive brain cancer there is, but I'm grade 4, the most aggressive brain cancer there is.
And what's the name of the brain cancer?
Glioblastoma.
Glioblastoma.
And it's I can't remember this word. I forget something. But it's not responsive to treatment.
Okay. Treatment
it's
resistant.
A negative. It's treatment resistant. And so after he told me that, I said, so what is my lifespan? He said, after radiation and chemo, your lifespan is 1 to 5 years.
Okay.
I immediately started crying.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't?
Right.
My mom started crying. I tell my daughter's crying. My daughter's with me. My granddaughter's with me. Everybody's crying. And
did that make you want to be stronger, or does that make you more cry?
It made me think harder about preparing just in case it is. Yeah. And it made me put new perspective on it about preparing for if I die. Mm-hmm. It made me feel blessed in a way to know ahead of time that, hey, you can't be messing up no more. This is your chance to, if you want to save yourself, you're going to have to go all in or bow down.
Okay.
And I want to go all in.
Okay.
I want to fight it. I want to, and even if I lose, I won't lose because I'll be in a much better place. But I want to be here to watch my grandson Mason graduate high school. I want to be here for Caden and everything, all of his adventures in life. And McKinley and Chloe. I want to watch all my grandkids grow up.
And you're showing them how to fight.
Yeah.
You're showing them who you are. And if you're the real deal fighter, you're showing them how to fight big fights. And sometimes I'm saying this. I say this because I worked with veterans for 20 years. And I've learned, I didn't go to war, but I know about war vicariously through veterans and patients and different people that I know. Right. But it's not whether you win the war, it's how you fight the fight.
How you battle it.
Yeah. It's how you fight it. It's like, it's not the size of the dog, but it's the size of the fight in the dog. And I don't even want to say the B word, but this bitch got fight at her. Okay. Do I ring the bell for myself?
Ding, ding, ding.
No, but seriously, if anybody I know, and I know you mentioned some people, and I know those people. I know 1 or 2 of them. But if anybody could fight this and win it, it would be her. But in my mind, she's already a winner. She's already a winner, because she's a fighter, She's going to win it. And it's not about whether you win or lose. It's about the fact that you fought. And that's what Americans do. We fight through. We fight through impossible places. Even if we switch over and we talk about fights of faith, we look at the fight. It's not whether you win or lose. It's the fact that you fought. and you gave them hell all the way through, right? You didn't let them take it.
And you kept your head up. And
you didn't give up any ground. You fought all the way through to the
I rebuke
bitter end.
Saying I'll have 1 to 5 years. God knows when I'm going.
That's right.
And
He's always known.
Yeah. And the thing, I feel privileged to be someone that is chosen to give others an outlook for God. So I'm very blessed to have been in all the people's lives that I've been in. Very. I've been able to, I'm fortunate enough to say that I've been everywhere. I mean, I've had everything and I've had nothing.
And still a survivor.
And learned so much more when I had nothing. It was like seeing through others' eyes. I quit judging others. I had more compassion and wanted to help others. And it's like Caleb, he changed me big time.
Don't talk about Caleb. He's a secret VIP.
Yeah, he's a saint.
He is a secret guest that's coming.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I've learned so much from so many, and it's made me a bigger person, and it's helped me to prepare for this battle. I couldn't have done it without them. I've learned much from my kids, so very much.
They're fighters too, by the way. They're fighters. They're great kids, and they're they belong to God. They don't belong to you.
And it takes a lot to realize that.
That's hard, but it's true. Yeah, you can trust.
And once you can give that up and say, "Hey, okay," good things start happening.
Yeah, you can take care of you now.
My son can take care of himself now.
Yes, he can take care of himself. What about? I'm going to ask you a personal question. What about that battle with the cigarettes?
It's tough. It's very tough.
What do people say? What do people say? Has the doctors told you?
The doctors told me to keep smoking, but the doctors don't really care.
They don't. It's pointless for doctors.
My family cares.
Okay, what does the family say? What's the family say?
You got to quit smoking.
You got to quit smoking.
You're struggling. You're strangling your cells. And they're right. They are right.
And you want to smoke now more than any other time in your life? You're stressed out.
Yes.
So what about the battle with smoking?
I'm taking patches, and I've got a quit date for Wednesday. I shouldn't tell y'all this because now y'all going to be on me. But I got to quit date for Wednesday. Wednesday night at midnight.
Wednesday night at midnight. Okay. I'm not going to be mad at you.
But I've been wearing the patch, and I'll go outside, and most of the time I'll just smoke a half of it or take a few drags off of it. And I've been hitting on a light vape every now and then, but I hope to quit by Wednesday. I've cut out all sugars. Not eating sugars. I'm not eating bread. I'm going to be carnivore to change it, help my body. I got to refuel my body and prepare my body.
What?
Yeah.
Now, who told you this? The doctors or your friends?
It's in that big brain of mine.
You come up with it on your own.
My brain's big.
So if we went to Texas Roadhouse, I would get all the rolls.
I would eat all the steak.
Okay, so I get all the rolls, so I think that might be a good thing for me to get all the rolls you get.
Hey, the steak's pretty good. I went there last week, and I did cheat. But
I do know that supposedly, sugar with inflammation and
it don't work together.
Inflammation and sugar and having your blood sugar too high and all that, but.
You got to change your lifestyle if you really want to fight, and I really want to fight. I mean, there's been 2 or 3 times where, okay, I'm going to have a little bit of this. What
if it's all a placebo effect? What if ivermectin is just all in your head that it works?
It didn't hurt me.
It didn't hurt.
It didn't hurt me.
You're dewormed, right?
Yeah, I'm dewormed. It didn't hurt me. If I'd made sure I didn't overtake it.
That's
I'm taking
thing.
With charcoal binder and did my research on how much to take it and when to take it.
Okay.
It's not affecting my medicine for my seizures.
So if you're listening, you need to do your own research. Dabar does not
make sure
advocate any of these
No, she don't. She didn't want me taking it.
You know me, I'm going to be by the rules.
Yeah, she's a nurse, too.
Yeah, I don't want
She's
my
like, "That
nursing
ain't right."
license hanging out here with ivermectin and charcoal
But
and all
I go
this other
outside the
stuff.
lines and I do all kinds of
I
things.
say eat another roll. That's what I say. Yep. No, go ahead.
I'm glad that I have all my different types of friends as well.
You do.
Because all
Sonya
it is,
can talk to anybody.
it's like taking information from each of them and putting it together to what I want to do.
Yeah. You know, how has this diagnosis just changed your perspective on life itself?
It makes it more precious, more valuable.
Okay.
I wanted to spend my time doing better things and doing things that are positive. I want to leave out the negative. I don't even like being around negative.
Yeah. Don't have time for it.
It's like if I'm around somebody with a negative personality, I got to go. If I'm on the phone with somebody with a negative, I got to go. I'm sorry.
Don't have time
I
for
hope they
this.
don't take offense to it.
Yeah.
But I just,
I hear some bell ringing. We ain't got time to be negative, right? We ain't got time. Whether it's you with a diagnosis or me with whatever my lifespan is of uncertainty, I don't have time for negativity.
Right.
Because life is too short.
Yeah.
Friends are too important.
Yeah.
Relationships are too important.
Yeah.
So that is. So, what would even me? What would you tell me to do in light of your diagnosis, Melissa? If here's my
find your fight.
Find your fight.
Find
for
your
what?
fight.
What am I fighting for?
You're fighting for your family and your friends and your loved ones, and
Same thing you're fighting for.
Yeah.
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 Find your fight and find your fighting tools. Find the way you're going to do it.
Yeah.
And it starts with your body because you need it in good health in order to fight. So in order to fight
she's
anything.
shooting at me over here. She got me. She got me.
You got to clean,
All right, I'll
cleanse
put back
your body.
the roll. I'll put
Cleanse
back
your
the
body.
roll.
It's our temple.
Yes, it is true. It doesn't.
It's our
the
temple.
It doesn't belong to me. It
No,
belongs to God.
Yeah.
My body does not
Yeah.
belong to me. It belongs
Yeah.
to God. That's how I feel anyway.
Yeah. So we got to prepare it.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about any regrets that you have or that you?
I regret several things in life, but I've learned. I mean, I'm not perfect. Nobody is.
No.
But I've learned to get past them, and I've learned from them.
Okay.
I've learned so much from them that my regrets turned into blessings.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them have.
What do you do when you fall down?
Jump up.
Jump up. If you did something wrong, apologize, forgive, move on. Yeah.
Ask for forgiveness, and it shall be given.
Yeah. Forgive and be forgiven.
I forgive everybody that's done me wrong. Everybody.
You probably don't even remember. We've talked some. She and I've talked some over the weekend. She was at my daughter's wedding, and so we've talked some of these subjects we've kind of talked about. But I was also wondering, like, what's on your bucket list? Is it a short bucket list or?
Mine grows every day. Every time I complete one, I add one.
Mm-hmm.
Like after I went to Hawaii, you helped me get
Oh,
there.
yeah.
After I went to
I was
Hawaii,
so happy.
Yeah.
I'm the friend that celebrates when other people are having a great time, and
I learned so much there and saw so much beauty. It was magical. But after I went there, I added the Northern Lights. It's like I want to see the Northern Lights.
Have you seen that?
No, not up close and personal. I mean, I've seen a glimpse of it, but it wasn't nothing spectacular. I want to see spectacular. But I've told my family that.
Yeah.
I said,
so what would you? How do you get there?
You beat cancer and then you go.
You beat cancer first and then you go.
Yeah, that's going to be my dream.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how I told them I will reward myself by going to see the Northern Lights after I beat cancer because I'm going to beat it.
Okay.
And I will get there.
Mm-hmm. What else is on your bucket list, Sonya?
Jumping out of an airplane.
Why?
Getting my daughter back in my life.
Jumping out of an airplane. We're too old for that. We're not paratroopers.
I wanted to.
Our joints are already messed up.
I want to do it.
Paratrooper. Okay. Jump out of an airplane.
Just want to. Perfectly fine airplane.
All right.
Yeah.
What else? I had a client that did that one time after they got divorced. They said, as soon as my divorce is final, I'm jumping out of an airplane. I was like, what? What?
It's just something I've always wanted to do.
How does that connect?
I've always wanted to do it.
She did it. Sent me pictures of it.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Anything else on the bucket list?
And that's if the doctors allow me. Mm-hmm. The main thing on my bucket list is getting my middle child back in my life.
Okay.
Like I said, she called me in the hospital.
Yeah.
So God's working.
Mm-hmm. He's always working.
Yeah.
He's good and he's faithful.
100.
What about, have you been angry at God at all? Sometimes people get mad at God.
I used to get mad at him all the time. I'm not kidding. I used to say, why me, Lord? Why me, Lord? But there's that special person again. Mm-hmm. Once he was born, and I walked the halls of St. Jude and read them walls, how could you ever say, why me, Lord, again? Mm-hmm. I know I'm not worthy. I know I don't deserve the grace that I've been given. Mm-hmm. But he's never let me go hungry, never let me go without a roof over my head, never let me go without a ride to where I needed to be. He has provided for me more than any husband ever could.
Right.
He really has.
He's a provider.
And I've been through a lot, mm-hmm. but he's never let me go astray. And I just know that he'll help me get to where I need to go.
Yeah. You know that one of my platforms or one of my, things that I talk about a lot is domestic violence. What do you think about that?
I will hurt someone.
Yeah, you will hurt someone.
I've been through it. I've been through it several times, and it's like I hate it. I've fought for those who couldn't fight for themselves all of my life.
Have you ever went and stomped somebody's?
More than once, and there's many people who know it.
Yeah. About how many have you intervened in, you think?
Oh, too many.
Too many.
A lot. A lot.
Okay.
I've fought many battles that were not mine.
Okay.
I've fought way more battles that weren't mine than I've ever thought about.
So what happens how do you feel when they go back? What happens with that? What are your thoughts on that?
It breaks my heart, and it makes me pray for them more, because they're stuck in a position to where they're not going to get out of. They're just used to it. Mm-hmm. And they don't realize that you cannot have what was meant to be for your life if you're keeping yourself in a place that's not.
A bondage. You're holding on to something that you should let go
If you don't step out of that, you will never grow. Your life will continue to stay there. It's like in a Louisiana swamp. It's just going to be that little squander that ain't never going nowhere.
What about LSU? I know I'm just throwing stuff out here.
I love the swamps too.
Out of all of the schools or all of you could pick, why that one?
Because it was down on the bayou, and I wanted to learn about the swamp. And I loved it.
The colors, or what is it?
It was different. There's just something that draws you down there. Once you go visit and you ride all along the estuaries, and you meet new people, and I ain't gonna lie, none of them liked me when I first moved there. Yeah. None of them. But when I left there, I had many friends. No, they ended up. I grew on them.
Yeah,
I grew on them.
Yeah. So everybody's you're gonna be Sonia's friend whether you like it or not. She's gonna.
I don't care if they don't. I'm like, I got two shades. They're black and white. There ain't no shades of gray. Either love me, hate me. Nah, I don't care.
What makes a good friend?
Someone that is loyal and dedicated, and that when they tell you something, they're there for you.
Yeah. Are you a good friend?
I'm a great friend.
Yeah. You are.
I try to be.
She tries to be.
I try.
She is. She's a good person to call and talk to.
I've been a bad friend to some people, but I hope they forgive me.
Yeah.
And I had reasonings behind it. They may not have been valid reasons, but at the time they were mine.
Mm-hmm. So any other fights or battles that you want to talk about today as we kind of get to where we wrapping up?
Battle for my son to
stay clean.
To stay clean for my family. The battle for restoration, and it's like ending the generational curse.
What is the generational curse that you know of in your family?
When bad things happen and it just grows like an avalanche, and to each family member going down in the line in the generations and building up and getting worse and worse and worse, restoring the family to one as a whole and God as the center.
Yeah. It's more than just substance abuse.
It's everything.
It's poverty. It's all
domestic violence. Domestic it's everything. Violence. I mean, it's sexual.
Job,
different things.
It's the whole thing. It's not just one thing.
It's everything as one. From your grandkid getting caught doing, with a vape or something. I mean, it can be from anything. You want them to grow together and to be able to trust each other and not be so open-minded to the people on the outside of the world who don't care if you go down. They don't want to see you get better. Yeah. They don't want to... Smiles can be addictive, but they cannot... People are also scared of them.
Yeah.
It intimidates them.
Yeah. Why are you smiling? Are you happy because you're really happy?
Or are you up to something?
Happy because you're fixing to get me? Or
Yeah.
Can't trust.
Yeah. People don't always believe in them.
Yeah. They don't trust them.
Yeah. And so you just got to pray to break the generational curse, and that the family can come together and talk to each other.
Yeah. So how do we break the curse? What's the secret? Do you know what it is?
Come together and fight together.
Fight together. Pray together.
Pray together, stay together.
Y'all going to church and stuff too, aren't you? Y'all
Pray together, stay together.
Family that prays together, stays together, all that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So y'all been going to church and praying and
a bunch of different churches too. It don't matter which one.
Yeah.
I got a lot of churches praying for me right now. I miss my church in Louisiana. I can't. Me and Jeffrey used to go there every Sunday. But I go to a lot of different churches here, and now I'm spending my Sundays with my son.
Okay.
At John 3:16.
That's good. If this is the last interview, I don't know how many interviews you've done, what would you want to leave with as far as something being on record of what Sonya said?
Give it all to God.
Give it all, your best advice.
Give it all to God.
This is not the $2 advice or consultation.
It's $1 million advice.
This is the $1 million
Give it all to God.
Top tier.
And you can release it off your shoulders, and you're not weighed down, and get up and do your part. It's not just going to be given to you. You've got to do your part too.
Can we trust God?
Yeah, 100.
Yeah, I say 100%. I'm just telling you.
I've experienced all my life.
I don't trust anybody, not even myself. The only person I trust is God.
I trust God, and I love everyone else.
Trust God. That's right. That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to say?
I love y'all.
I love you too. We're going to pray as we try to pray before we get out of here. I'm going to pray with Sonya. I thank you, Lord, for this day. I thank you for Sonya, and I thank you for all the people that love her and consider her a dear, precious friend and soul. I ask that you would save her, because you are the only one who can save any of us. I ask that you would be with her body, that you would be with her doctors, her family, as she goes through this fight, and that you would stand strong and stand with her. I ask that she would discover all of those verses in the Bible about faith and about healing, and that you would be real to her, and that no matter how long it is between now and any of us go into eternity, that she would be saved, and that she would have peace and be surrounded by love. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Amen.